I'm a real life racing driver and I did this overtake in real life, which is called a dive bomb. And by the end of this video you will have the knowledge to dive on somebody else on track. I will show you what it is, how to do it and what mistakes to avoid. Alright, so a dive bomb is basically when you unexpectedly move up the inside of someone to overtake him on the inside. It's a high risk, high reward overtake used in karting, sim racing and professional motorsport racing. And for example, here's what can happen if you don't do it right. Yeah, that was the great race for me. Alright, so here's how to do it. It's really simple. Just before the braking zone, you want to move to the inside and brake later, so you're side by side, and then you can overtake on the inside and yeah, the overtake is done. And you want to do it at big braking zones when you're close to the guy in front and when the guy in front doesn't defend. Alright, so I will show you again with the whiteboard. This is in red is the guy who we want to overtake. Alright, so he is just like right here. And then the green one is you. If the pen works, yeah. And basically just before you brake, like if the braking point is right here, you want to move up the inside. You want to move up the inside and basically take this line. Maybe you can go to the outside, maybe you need to stay on the inside if he's still right beside you. And he can't take the ideal line like this. But he now needs to also go around you. Or he could try to do the switchback on you, which I will explain later in this video. And then you're probably like right beside him or in front of him, and then you basically did the overtake. So that is how you do a switchback. And here are some mistakes to avoid. A mistake you can make is not braking late enough, so you aren't really beside him, so he can take the normal line, and you basically need to yield. You need to brake harder to get behind him again. And you can even spin if you're like me, like I showed you here. And another fault you can make is losing control or like locking up, and basically you can't even make the corner yourself. Then you don't do that, because then he will probably try to switch back you and be faster and overtake you back again. So you want to try to still have good control over your car. What you also don't want to do is to push your opponent off, because then you get a penalty probably, except if you're already like enough in front of him and he needs to yield to you. But this also depends on like the championship you're racing in, because in karting, where I do it, you need to be clear. If you have the inside line, you can, and you are like 75% in front, I think, you can take the full line and basically push him into the wall, and he needs to yield to you. But sometimes it's only 50%, and sometimes you can't even do it. And another mistake to avoid is overshooting the corner, so the other guy can do a switchback and he overtakes you back again. So you don't want to overshoot the corner again. You want to brake early enough, but still late enough to get right beside him. And also making too much contact isn't great, because then maybe like something gets broken. If you're doing like real car racing or with owner karting, which don't really have protection, rental cars, or you get a penalty. And the last mistake to avoid is basically sending it and trying to use him as a brake. Yeah, don't do that. That's obvious. You still need to make the whole corner. Here's how to implement it. First, try it on AI. In sim racing, you can just do a race, and when you want to overtake him, always try this one move. And I would recommend you do like a last first challenge and put the AI like a lower level. And once you've practiced it in AI races, try it with real people in sim racing and real life. Yeah. And then you can try it in real life races. And if you want more of these kind of lessons, but on how to move to real life racing and start your racing career, buy my course. It's the top link in the description. It's currently at a 70% discount because it's still in early access and the course isn't done yet. And later this month I will double the price. So it's the top link in the description. I think it will really help you. And if you want more of these kind of videos on different racing techniques and how to move to real life racing, I would really recommend you subscribe to my channel. If you want to watch another video on how to overtake, but when he does defend and you can take advantage of that, click this video and then I will see you in the next video.